Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rekah HaKodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Rule Web, and a great example to his younger brothers of the truth. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. And this ain't gonna be long at all. Just a quick lesson. Like the apostles say, stay away from the end up, you know, to an extent. But you gotta watch who you're dealing with. You gotta watch these women. You gotta watch people in general in these last times, because people are filled with these people who are not in this truth are filled with demons, whether they're subtle demons or maniac demons like this woman is filled with. And it reads, Mobile woman accused of shooting her ex-boyfriend before allegedly shooting her parents. It say Matthews allegedly killed her father and shot her mother. Then she shot her boyfriend in the face. Which we ain't gonna read through all this. We'll read some of it. And this ain't happened this year. This happened last year. Like right around the corner from me, not too far from me. So where it could, ain't no telling where it was at, but it couldn't have been too far from me, from here. Where I'm at. Woman, look at her. The article came. This article came out 2 days ago, but they talking about giving a bun. Why is Bun even in the conversation? She bugged out. But let's see what they say. Well, I just read some of it. I really don't want to read it, but I read a little bit of it just to get the point of what happened. I'll jump in it right here. It say police say Matthew killed her father. Her mother remains in serious condition. So she killed her father and shot her mama, messed up. It say new details. Mobile police revealed that this isn't the only recent shooting she connected to. According to Mobile Police Department, Matthews also shot her ex-boyfriend, Samson Moore, hours before the shooting at her parents' home. Moore's cousin, Seporia Moore, say he was expected to survive, but his injuries were very severe. She said he was shot in the face and he is waiting to have surgery. It's a Seporia say the family doesn't know what led up to Matthews allegedly shooting her ex and her parents, and that she snapped. Yeah, that's why you gotta be weary of these unstable people. Like Apostle Paul said, it'd be best if you not deal with women, but a lot of us young men, and we get that burn, wanna, get some box, so to speak. But it'd be best to not deal with women. If you can handle it, if you can not deal with women, that's your best bet, man. Leave the woman alone. That's what the apostles even say. Leave, especially the nigger woman, man. Leave the black woman alone. And all these women messed up. All these women bugged out and will put your ass to death, man. Why? Because they dealing with a whole bunch of spirits, a whole bunch of sperm, a whole bunch of sexual partners, and they dealing with a whole bunch of different personalities. So ultimately they have the plague of the mind, which is going to lead me to the scripture that I got. And the point is there, she shot her boyfriend in the face. Damn, it killed him. Probably was trying to kill him. Then went and shot her dad, killed her dad and shot her mama. And fled away with the children. Which I ain't going to read through all this story. The point is that people are bugged out, man. People are bugging out. The love of many is waxing cold, as the scriptures say. In Matthew chapter 24. The love of many shall wax cold. We at the end times. And we seeing that the days walk circumspect, seeing that the days are evil. But I got, and like I say, this ain't meant to be long. I got this precept here, and it reads, this Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, if I ain't mistaken, in verse 12, it say, the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of his love, and love is the beginning of cleaving unto him. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, going into the law of the mind, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, and any affliction but the affliction of them that hate me, and any revenge but the revenge of an enemy. And this go to show you that, hey, the Lord was pissed at us because this what the Lord did unto us. You know, we afflicted by those that hate us. Our enemies was able to take us down and get revenge on us through the Lord, allowing us to fall and allowing the other nation, to put us into captivity. Them curses, the Lord was pissed. The Lord still pissed. And he finna do it again through Jacob's trouble. It say there is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. It say, I would rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. And I ain't saying all women to kill you, but these women wicked, and you can't put nothing past these women. You can't put nothing past these women in this modern society up underneath Esau Edom, because they all bugged the fuck out, man. And just like it said, it just say she snapped, and all these women will snap. They have breaking points where they just spaz out. Can't take it no more. Demons wearing their asses out, man. And like the scriptures also speak about on spirits created for vengeance, and that's what this female was. She killed her father and shot up, put her mama in critical condition, and messed old buddy up. She killed them and injured the other two. The Lord say he do that. He kill, he make alive, he wound, and he heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of the hands of the Lord. So she was put here to snap eventually and render judgment upon people, man. And now she in prison, bugged out, and probably not even fazed by it. Down there need to be in the sane asylum or ultimately took out, man, put to death, man. What the fuck are y'all talking about a bun? But that go to show you the society that we in, Verse 17, it say, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. Yeah, these women will take you down through that, especially if it's a wicked woman. Now, I'm not saying every woman wicked. You got righteous women out there who doing their part and striving for righteousness and doing the best they can to please their husbands. And by you pleasing your husband, it's pleasing. If you please your husband, you pleasing you. That's how you please the Lord, by being in order. Verse 19 to say, all wickedness but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So ultimately, old boy, the ex-boyfriend was a sinner. That's why we tell, you gotta constantly be in a repentative state of mind, because these women can bug out and snap, try to kill you, run you over, do all manners of evil. You lead them and get you somebody else, they might try to kill them. Might try to take your child out. You never know. We live in an evil world. These people are full of demons. Esau constantly putting out enchantments. constantly putting stuff in the water and the food, constantly sending out frequencies, you know. So like the scriptures say, be circumspect, not as fools, but as wise, seeing that the days are evil. Always on alert, paying attention to people, trying to be one step ahead of these demonic attacks, and ultimately staying prayed up, staying in close connection with Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Always praying, always in your head throwing up prayers, talking to the Lord, asking the Lord for mercy, asking the Lord for protection and deliverance and guidance, in this evil world. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for the Lord is my staff. Russell paraphrase, I'm going to get that. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 23. In verse 1, it reads, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil." And that valley of the shadow of death is speaking of America, man. And we don't fear the evil. We fear the Lord, because the Lord is the one bringing this evil. And we comforted and, hoping that we doing the right thing. We comforted in the good news. We comforted in this it. The Lord going to restore all Israel. Our people going off now. They in these messed up positions full of demons and, committing all manners of evil. But the Lord is going to restore the nation of Israel. And this will never happen again. And we all going to live forever. From the wickedest Israelite, all the way up. The Lord going to change us. He going to deliver his elect, destroy 2/3, and 2/3 going to be born back in the kingdom and righteousness. And they going to live forever. So that's the good news. That's the peace. The Lord is comforting us through the valley of the shadow of death. And we have the faith to believe that all this is happening for a reason. For our wickedness, we went off, we being punished. And the Lord is getting ready to punish the earth in the second death. That's why he say it's gonna be like the days of Noah. And what was going on during the days of Noah? People was wicked as hell. The earth was filled with violence before the flood. The earth is filled with violence right now. The earth was way more wicked than it was 20 years ago, 30 years, 40 years ago. People way more demonic, especially our people, man. Our people on a whole another level of demonicness. Because this ain't nothing that black people really, this has become a trending thing for niggas to, try to kill their parents and shit. This shit is trending now. But it all go back to Esau's enchantments, him putting shit in the food. People, people already dealing with, all manners of, our people are dealing with all manners of different, from the so-called jabs that they force you to take when you're a kid. Just all manners of demons, so to speak, diseases. Mental illnesses is what I'm trying to get at. Such as ADHD, moderate autism, different things like that. People, battling shit in their mind. And they don't understand what's going on, but it all go back to the shit Esau pumping in the stuff he putting in the air, the stuff he putting in your food. The chemicals, the chemical imbalances in your body, causing you to be agitated, and ready to spaz out. But you devils, you gonna pay for what you doing, man. You gonna pay dearly. And this same woman who committed this evil gonna be in the kingdom married to a Hebrew Israelite man because she looked like an Israelite woman. She gonna be good once she born again. She gonna be good. She gonna know when she dies. She gonna know she an Israelite, and the Lord gonna when she come back on earth, she gonna come back in the new body. She gonna live forever, and she gonna be righteous. All Israel shall be saved with the everlasting salvation. All our people gonna be righteous. But the 2/3 gotta die first, and we hoping that we not a part of that 2/3. That's why we do what we do, week in, week out, day in, day out, on camera, off camera, striving for perfection, rehearsing the righteous acts, doing the things that are pleasing to the Lord, because we want to be delivered. We don't want to die in this polluted land. Verse back in Psalm chapter 23 and verse 4, it say, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me." Yeah, the Lord is with us. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head, and that table that's prepared before us is this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, this truth. Lord prepared a table for us in the presence of our enemies, man. It say, "Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." And that's ultimately what's coming for the elect of the nation of Israel. And we fighting to be a part of that number. We holding fast to our crown. Because we want to dwell in the house of the Lord forever. From this side straight to the kingdom. Not from this side to the second death, then to the kingdom. The elect want to go from this side straight to the kingdom. 2/3, they gon' suffer Jacob's trouble. They gonna suffer, all these different things. Death by pain. Then they gonna get the kingdom. The blood of the Lord is not, the blood of Yahweh Shai is not covering them. And that's what we fighting for, to be covered with the blood of the Lord. Ultimately, it is what it is. If you're a part of the elect, you're a part of the elect. But we fighting, giving diligence to make our call and election sure. Let me say that. Back in Ecclesiastes, was there some more on this? This Ecclesiastes chapter 25 in verse 19 again. It say, "All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her." A lot of these women, majority of these women, especially these Babylonian women, are wicked women, man. Get what you can get and get the fuck up out of there. Don't try to make the motherfucker fall in love. You don't fall in love. Get what you can get, and you gotta move around. Because these women ain't right, man. Motherfucker act like they love you, be cheating on you and all kind of shit. These people ain't right, man. Verse 20, it say, "As the climbing up of a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man." Hard to do, hard to deal with. It say, "Stumble not at her beauty, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure." Yeah, because that ain't what it's all about. Beauty, which I ain't saying this woman beautiful, but it's just saying a lot of these beautiful women are the most wicked because they got all the options in the world. They riding they on every, a carousel. The carousel, not the cop carousel, but a regular carousel that be at a circus or something with the little horses on it and shit. Guess how many horses on that goddamn carousel? It's down near 20, 30, maybe 40. I say 20. Let's be small. These beautiful women, they ride one carousel. They ride every cop on the carousel. Every horse on the carousel. Then go to a whole nother carousel. And they from cock carousel to cock carousel. And a lot of these women, these motherfuckers got so many bodies. It don't make no sense. You know, and slept with so many men, it don't make no sense. So these women got legions of demons on them, man. That's why they dealing with what's that? A mental illness where they mood swings and shit. They call that shit. But depression, they dealing with depression. Damn, what's that disease called? That fucking shit called bipolar. That's why these hoes all bipolar, and 1 minute they straight and next minute they emotions all over, because they dealing with spirits, man. You know? Especially these beautiful women, because they getting passed left and right. You know, they consider trophy women, so all the men want them, and they can sleep and lay with whoever they want. If that don't work, somebody else will pick them up. That don't work, the next man will get them. You know? That nigga fall off, she leave him, go find another baller. You know? These women wicked, man. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of... A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and reproach. A wicked woman obeyeth the courage, and maketh an heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. You know? So, hey, these women ain't right. King Solomon said that. Let me try to get that. I highly doubt this gonna pop up. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7. I start at verse 25 and say, I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and reason of things, and to know wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. And I found more bitter than death the woman whose heart is full of snares and net, and her hands as bands. Whosoever pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her. And the old boy, he ain't dead, but he didn't escape from this evil woman. She snapped and shot him in the face, and he got to get surgery. The father, he got put to death by his own daughter, which he probably should have burnt up by the state a long time ago, man. You know, the thought of your child killing you, it make you, you know, if you got any righteous bone in your body, you should be thinking like, man, I should have killed that motherfucker. That's why the law it's gonna be which we ain't gonna need that law in the kingdom, but it's gonna be applied amongst the heathen. If your child ain't right, that motherfucker gonna get put down, man. In the kingdom amongst you heathen. All our kids gonna be right. We ain't gonna have to worry about this in the kingdom. But now, while we was in these chains of darkness, up underneath the first covenant, we had to worry about these things. And, hey, the law is really needed amongst our people today. That'll fix a lot of problems in nigga culture if motherfuckers, parents busting their kids' head. See, back in the day, let me stop talking like I'm old. But back in the day, for real talk. Back in the day, 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, which I'm not that old, but, this wasn't a thought amongst the black community. Coming up against your parents? Yeah, man, them older Jakes will put your ass under there. They'll kill their kids if they had to. If you think, okay, go playing with grandmama or granddaddy, they gonna shoot shit at you, man. That's how them old folks got down, especially down here in the South, the country, older country people. Fresh off them plantain, man, them motherfuckers will kill you, man. That wasn't a thought amongst Jake to play with their parents in that way, or their grandparents, or anybody, up in age. Even uncles and aunties, man, you ain't play like that in the black community. But now in the black community, people, because the wickedness is increasing, people are getting more wicked. Back in verse 26 at the end, it say, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Verse 27, it say, behold, this have I found, said of the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I found not one man among, but I found not one man among 1,000 have I found that was righteous, but a woman among all those have I not found. So he, did a survey, and out of 1,000 men, one man was right, and out of women, he ain't find none. They wasn't right. It say, lo, this have I found, that God have made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions, and our people have got wickeder and wickeder, And the man that the Lord made upright, who sought out many inventions, is going into the sons of God, which later became the Israelites. That's the man who the Lord made upright, not the heathens, not Esau, Edom. The Lord never said he made Esau upright, man. But that's pretty much the point. Lord, when this edifying, I want to keep going. It wasn't meant to be that long. Lord, when this edifying, I want to end it, giving all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, rule web, and the great example to his younger brothers in the truth. Peace and blessings to the whole elect. Shalom. Kwam Yashala and the Baba. Shalom.